Assalamu alaikum everyone, I'm Riyasat Salman. Today we will learn about ANSYS Workbench. So at first let's see how to save and all the options up here. So at first we will see the file, what's inside it. There is new open save as here. Let's save it. So let's call it project 1. Now it is saving as project 1 here. You can see. Then comes the view. You can refresh the whole window here. There is reset workspace, reset windows layout, and there is toolbox. The toolbox is here. It is the toolbox. So if I uncheck the toolbox, then the toolbox will be excluded. Then also comes the project schematic. This is the project schematic. Then comes the outline, the properties. This is the properties, and process messages. There is also some messages. You can show the messages from here. You can hide the messages as well. It's the functionality of views. Then comes the tools. There are options for customizations as well. Then comes unit. You can select whatever the unit you want, and then comes the ACT panel. ACT panel actually means if you have some extensions or plugins, you can manage it from here. In unit menu we have SI unit, the metric system in ton, millimeter, second, degree Celsius. Then comes the US customer unit, then US engineering unit as well. So that is for units. Then comes the extension, the jobs, and then the helps. There will be some workbench help, show context help, and instructional help as well. Now let's see something what is in the toolbox, what is inside it. So at first this is ANSYS analysis. When you press the plus menu, the drop down menu will show you some pre-modified system. You can select on of this from here, like if you want ANSYS fluid flow system Fluent, so you can hold it and put it in here. This is actually pre-modified system, and there will be some geometry. After geometry you will have some mesh. When you give or import some geometry here, then you will select some meshes, setup, solution, and then result will come down. It's pre-modified, so first delete it from here. Actually in the analysis system everything is pre-modified. You can use one of them, which one you need. Then comes the component system. Here you can customize the modifications here. Like at first we need some geometry, then from geometry you need some mesh. Then if we are doing fluent fluid flow, then we need Fluent. Then comes the result as well. So then you will need to connect the contact. Like if you import the geometry here, then you need to give the geometry here in A2. The A2 section comes to B3, the mesh section. Then the mesh will go to setup, as you see in pre-modified section. If we come to the pre-modified section, the fluid flow here, the Fluent. So here this is pre-modified for fluid flow, and here we are going to modify or customize a system for fluid flow. Here we have geometry, then mesh, then setup, then solution, and then result. Here we also have some geometry, then comes to mesh, then comes to setup. After setup there is a solution, and the solution will go to result. This is basically the main things you need to customize, you need to do, and this is the basic things how ANSYS works. There are also something out there, the custom systems, the design, exploration, and everything. Usually we do not design here in ANSYS. We do our designs in SolidWorks and then import it here. So this is everything for the first tutorial. Thank you everybody.